it's well known as Porta del Sol. It's this part, I don't know if you can see it.
Yes. Okay.
So it's like the whole north and south part of the West. So I'm from Puerto Rico, and I'm from that part of the island. And it's more like tropical. It's more like fun. It's less tourism. So it's a lot cheaper also in food, in everything. Yeah.
So when you say it's cheaper, let's say we're in the east part of the island, what something costs in comparison to the west side?
I think me as a point of view, like, because I go as a tourist, I'm not from there. It's not, I mean, you can find cheap places in the east too, but I guess she's referring more as to like the San Juan area, like the capital.
And also like the east, probably it would be like a $2 more, like a empanadilla or like a beer. It would cost you like $1 more or a $2 more, less than what that west area would cost you.
Okay, very good. Now, what areas in the west part do you recommend we visit?
Well, he actually likes also the west part of Puerto Rico.
I do love the west over the east anytime. I've been to San Juan a couple times, but I'm not a big fan of. I love the city, the culture, the buildings, everything, but it's just. It's just not the type of place I would want to go and stay there for like a week. You know what I'm saying? So
it's just like a big city, and it's more touristic, and like you have all like
the cruises.
The cruises, yeah, and it's San Juan, the capital, so it's like you have the big buildings, you have a lot of traffic, so it's more like Miami type of thing, New York. So if you want to get away from and you want to feel that you're in an island, you're in the Caribbean, it's more like the west part of Puerto Rico.
Yes.
What part of Puerto Rico you like?
Well, in the west, I definitely like my favorite, must go is Crash Boat Beach in Aguadilla. That's a most every time we go, and Gozalandia. That's waterfalls there in San Isabel, ¿eh? ¿Dónde? San Sebastián. En San Sebastián.
¿Cómo se llama?
Gozalandia.
Okay.
Gozalandia.
Como gozar, gozadera.
Ajá. ¿Y qué es eso, Gozalandia?
Es la cascada la cascada donde estuvimos en la foto.
Oh.
Entonces son como una cascada con río y tiene it has a trail.
Yeah.
So you can go to both. There's two of them. One of them is like further down, and it has like a rope. A rope. So you can like hang on the rope, swing yourself, and just throw yourself on the water.
That sounds like so much fun.
Yeah, it does. And the closest one that is to the parking lot is stairs down. So you can go stairs down, and it's like it's a little bit crowded sometimes because it's like the closest one to the parking lot. So people usually go to that one because it's closer.
They tend to go to that one more because the second one, I mean, it's not that far. It's probably about 10-minute walk, 10-15-minute walk. It's not that far. And both of them are beautiful. So you can pick it. Whichever one you pick, you won't go wrong.
Nice.
And between them, you have like como unos laguitos, como las posaditas que se hacen pequeñitas. So like for little kids or for families, just to like spend the whole day there. It's very nice.
And are people allowed to bring food and drinks and stuff like that?
Yeah, anything, caldero.
Now, in Dominican Republic, normally they bring bread with spaghetti or rice. What do they bring, Puerto Ricans?
arroz con gandules, sándwiches de mezcla. It's like con ham and cheese. So esos sándwichitos de mezcla. Also, medallas, que son la cerveza nacional. So, yeah.
Lisandra said la hookah. Do they smoke hookah there?
They have people there.
There might be a couple hookah spots, but we...
Yeah. It has a restaurant also. Mm-hmm. And it has in the parking lot area, it has a little restaurant that you can picar algo, comer algo ahí.
Yeah.
And that's what we like the West, you know, like right there, like you can take your own beer. So if you want to drink a couple beers there, I mean, it won't break the bank. I mean, you're talking about like $1.25, $1.50 for a beer. So, you know, I mean, it's not going to break the bank. You can get some good like entremet, like a sampler plate for like $5-6. So I mean, with $20, you can go there and you can have some good food, drink a couple beers, and have a good time for sure.
Sounds like a plan. Now, is there a way to get there, or through public transportation, or do people need to rent a car? Like, what's the way to get there?
Yeah, we were talking to a couple of travelers that one of the bad things about Puerto Rico is public transportation. Like, there's no buses. Only in the San Juan area you can find buses, but to transport you from San Juan to like Ponce in the south or Aguadilla in the west, there's no public transportation. There's only a train station only in San Juan. So that's kind of the bad side of Puerto Rico, not having that options in public transportation. But renting a car is very cheap. We rented a car for like 5 days for $20, $25.
Like $20 a day, $15, $17 a day.
That's so cheap. And how far in distance or in time is the west area, like Aguadilla, from San Juan, for example? Or is there an airport in that area?
Yes, they are. There is an airport in Aguadilla and also in Maya West. So those are the closest one to the west.
But Maya West is not international.
No.
Aguadilla is international, so you can definitely fly there.
And it's 2 hours and a half.
About 2 hours and a half, yeah, to drive from one side of the island to the other, pretty much. I mean, we're talking about, I think the island is 100 miles by 35, so yeah, it's depending with traffic, 2.5, it could take up to 3 if there is bad traffic, but no more than that.
Yes. I assume it was like longer, but that's really nice. Like in 2 hours and a half, you could really go across. So you could really explore the entire country, technically.
Yeah, we have done the entire country for like probably stopping 8 hours.
You can literally drive around the whole border, like around the whole island.
We have done it like in 8 hours, but stopping like chinchorreando, what we call it, chinchorreando.
Oh, that's cool. I didn't know that word, chinchorreando.
Yeah.
Around Puerto Rico. That sounds like fun.
Chinchorreando, it means like como
dicen ellos también un jangueo, pero como que tú vas de un lugar a otro. Como en Dominican Republic, they're called, ¿cómo se llaman los lugarcitos chiquiticos en República Dominicana?
No sé.
Como el caballito.
Yeah, I forgot. But chinchorreando is like something
Los colmados, you mean?
Los colmados, yeah.
Oh, okay.
So, chinchorreando es como que like going from one spot to another one. And it's like chill. Like you don't have to dress up. You don't have to like, it's not inelegant. It's just like chill. Like, you go chill, have a couple things. Like most of the chinchorros are like colmados. And they have like their specialists. Like some of them, they have empanadilla de marisco that is their specialist. So like cada chinchorro has like something unique.
So you could do a total foodie tour. around the island, just tasting all of the foods. This is so what I love. So, you're definitely gonna see me there.
Yes.
They actually now have these like school buses that are no longer like being used for schools, and they have like literally like cut the roof off, so they're like a rooftop, and these buses will take you like through Chinchorreo, and you pay things like
Wow.
$20, and they take you for like 4 or 5 hours, a bus full of people stopping and partying, and
That sounds so cool.
there are neighborhoods they bring the hoses down and they wet everybody on the bus. It gets wild.
Yes.
I love that kind of stuff. It's like so.
Look up la voladora. Es la voladora, ¿verdad? La voladora. It's a one of those school bus. La voladora.
Nice.
Yeah.
I'm definitely adding that to my itinerary. Now, what other parts of West Puerto Rico did you explore when you were there? I know it's your favorite area, so where else do you recommend that we go besides Gozalandia, besides going to all of those, going Chinchorreando?
The most known municipio or pueblo, it's Rincon. Rincon, it's most known because it's like Gringoland.
That's what they call it.
Yeah, most of American, like from United States, had moved to Puerto Rico, to that area, Rincon, because it's the where most surfers go to do the sport of surfing. So if you go to Rincon, you're gonna view and experience all like the surfing. Rincon has also like a season where you can watch the whales, la ballena.
Oh, sí, sí.
Yeah, so it's las ballenas salen in, I think it's in March and April, that season, that you can go to like the lighthouse and watch them very close, like they immigrate. So that's when they go through Puerto Rico and you can watch them.
And one of the best sunsets in the whole world are in Rincon.
Oh, that sounds so beautiful.
Yes.
Yeah.
So sunsets are in that area.
They have at 6 o'clock on Thursdays. 6 o'clock on Thursdays, they have like a festival every Thursday at 6 o'clock starts, and you can experience this, and it's like a street festival, and you can see all like the gringos, they call it gringo night, with their they call it gringo night. With their dogs. They have like los puestitos con artesanía.
De ellos mismos, tú sabes, de los americanos.
De los americanos.
Sí.
So hacen collares con caracoles o like bracelets de caracoles, mucha artesanía local. So ellos tienen su like little stand, los puestecitos, and they have live music. They have everywhere. It's like a bar, and it's very nice actually. Yeah.
And when is this festival? You say it was at 6 p.m., but what date?
Thursdays.
Thursdays. Oh, okay.
It started at 6 p.m., but it's like 2.
And Rincon
hasta las 15 de la mañana, como dice.
and Rincon is very, very good hacer chinchorreo.
¿Sí?
They literally have business next to each other, so there's like a whole street there where you can just pretty much hacer un chinchorreo caminando.
So you do recommend that people stay there overnight so they can see the whole area?
It's a bit more on the expensive side because of, the Americans have kind of taken over the place.
Okay.
But I mean, you're talking about...
But if you stay like in Aguada.
You stay in Aguadilla, you're talking
it's
about...
like 10 minutes.
15, 20 minutes. So...
With traffic, 15 minutes.
Yeah,
so stay in Aguadilla instead. Aguada. Okay.
Aguada's better.
Okay.
And Rincon has like all these chinchorros in Rincon has like a ocean view. So you sit there like next to the ocean, en la arena, a veces tiene los chinchorros en la arena. It's very nice. Very
That's what
nice.
I want right now.
I know, right?
¿Cuándo nos vamos?
Mañana. Well, actually, we having de viajero. We planning unos viajeros. Vamos a viajar en julio.
Oh, qué chulo.
Carlito que estuvo contigo.
Sí, sí, pero en julio ahora.
Sí.
Es que eso es muy temprano. Hay que esperar un ratito más para mí. Pero si no me metía yo ahí también en ese viaje.
Yeah.
Pero ahora sé a quién contactar cuando yo quiera ir. ¿Verdad? Muy bien. Ahora, si uno quiere conectarse más, if you want to be more engaging with the actual locals, but not with Americans, what areas do you go and how can you interact with the locals, with the actual Puerto Ricans?
I think pretty much in Puerto Rico, any beach you go to, you're going to be interacting with locals because the beaches are always flooded with locals con su bocina bien grandota, con el reggaetón puesto ahí todo el tiempo. So any beach you pick, you're always going to be hanging out with locals. That's one of the most interesting things about Puerto Rico. They're always out and about. Y si tú te vas de chinchorreo también, Puerto Rican people love to party. So they're always out in bunches. Mm-hmm. You'll never feel alone.
What's the place that you recommend to go out? Like a bar or a club that you're like, this is the place?
We like el área ahí de Aguadilla. ¿Cómo se llama eso ahí? ¿Dónde está
el Parque Colón?
El Parque Colón.
Por el Parque Colón de Aguadilla, it has like little spots that at night you can hang out in any of them. They have karaoke, they have
bars, clubs.
Yeah, they have like different things.
It's right at the beach.
Carlitos nos dice que ahora él está en Puerto Rico, que todo está bien allá.
Zoom, Carlito, prepárate que nos fuimos.
Ya tú sabes. So, el Parque Colón, okay, muy bien.
Also, La Parguera. La Parguera, it's like southwest, so it's more on the south. And La Parguera has like also, es como una placita, so at night everybody's like hanging out in there, like los niños corriendo, los papás, it's very familiar, and also has like that type of like it has coffee shops, it has boat ride at night that you can watch
las aguas iluminarias.
Aguas iluminarias, okay.
Ahí en La Parguera salen por las noches.
Sale por la noche el barco de La Parguera y you can watch la luminaria.
Agua, piol, whatever.
Yeah.
¿Y cuánto cuesta eso? How much is that? Like to go?
I think it's like $20.
Yeah.
$20? That's good. That's a great price.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So at night is a lot of activity there too in La Parguera, because it's very familiar, and also like it has a lot, like de todo. Tiene familiar, tiene jangueo, tiene chinchorreo, tiene para estar, sabes, en restaurantes. So it has a lot of restaurants too. Mm-hmm. Pescado frito. You can find el pescado frito bien rico.
La Parguera would be that place I would recommend to people stay at least one night. Yeah. So you can really experience it, especially during the day. There's boat rides that take you to the little islands that are close by, about 30-minute boat ride. They have like 4 or 5 different islands that you can go to. And if you do like a shared boat or whatever, I think it's like $5 or $10 per person. They take you there and then they pick you up at like 4 o'clock in the afternoon.
Okay.
And you want to talk about party?
What is there in those islands? Oh, party. That's what it said?
Ahí tienes que ir preparado con tu neverita, con tu comida, porque ahí no hay nada. You literally in the water.
Okay. So venir cargado, como quien dice.
Venir cargado.
Those islands are called Matalagata, está la isla Cayo Caracoles, está Gilligan. So it's a bunch of little island that you can go to in the boat ride. And you can actually do a boat ride that they would take you to all of them. They're like, it will give you a tours like all of them. Hay una que es de las iguanas, so that little island is like invadida por las iguanas. So the boat will get closer to the island, and you see like las iguanas trying to get to the boat. Like, yeah, it's like millions of iguanas.
That sounds fun to me.
Yeah.
Until I get attacked, and then
until you see one of them like close to your face, and you're like, oh wow.
Yes. Lisandra is asking, does that part of the island get hit hard by hurricanes?
Actually, is like los huracanes entran towards the east. So when they enter the island, it's the east, and they exit the west.
So son menos potentes cuando van saliendo ya.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
Yeah, depends how big it is, because remember, such a small island is only 100 miles long. So I mean, a big hurricane can really. Yeah.
Have they been able to like recuperate and go back to normal since the last hurricane, or there is still a lot of like reconstruction and stuff?
I think little by little.
Yeah, I mean, still, when you go on a plane, you still see some blue roofs, some tarp and stuff like that. Yeah.
But that's exactly why we need to go, to support the economy so they can recover, and all that. Muy bien. Now, I had another question, and I'm not sure what happened. So if you guys have questions, please write them at the bottom or in the chat so we can ask them all the questions you have about Puerto Rico.
No, there's probably some questions on Instagram, but our phone is kind of far away, so we can...
no, Carlitos, he was saying that no, he's not there. He was just saying. I thought he was saying he was there.
Yeah, we're planning to go, so yeah. We're planning to go in July, so Carlitos is one of them that he's planning to meet us over there. We haven't met. We just met through like social media, Instagram. So we're planning, all of us that live here in Florida or in the United States, we're planning to go to PR and meet over there and have una fogata por la noche.
That's so amazing.
And there's a lot of travelers from Puerto Rico that are gonna, we're gonna try to meet with as many as we can.
That is awesome. So if anybody wants to join, please make sure you contact them at their Instagram.
And we have a house available in Aguadilla, en la casa de Kate. Okay?
La casa de Kate.
He's gonna kill you.
I'm gonna show up at Kate house like 20 people.
We're here. Very nice.
So I think we can talk about his food. I love food.
Yes, let's do that.
Arroz con gandules, tienes que probar arroz con gandules. You must have arroz con gandules, mofongo, alcapurria. And one of the things that you can find in Puerto Rico is a lot of creativity, because it's so small and it's a lot of people competition, right? So they try to make like their own unique thing. Like you can find like a frappe, like those Starbucks frappes, but you can find these places like Don Frappe, that is in Añasco. Yeah, in Añasco. And they have like the frappes, and they have like they can make it anything that you want.
They have probably like about 50, 60 flavors.
What?
They can make Kit Kat, cheese, Rochero,
Snickers.
You name it. They have a red velvet. You name it, they'll make it for you.
Carrot cake.
That is so cool.
Yeah, and they put like a decoration on the top. So let's say that you ask for a carrot cake one, they will put a piece of carrot cake in the top, like very decorated, and we like whipped cream. And if you want to add like nuts or like almond, you can add those sprinkles, anything that you want to add, they will add it to you.
Yes, that
And
sounds
they
like a
have,
plan.
yeah.
That's one of the spots we almost go almost every night.
You can find us there.
Now I know.
Yeah.
Now,
They have also,
since you said no, keep going. They have also.
Doña Paleta. That Doña Paleta, it's one of these like thing, like they have paletas de helado or de yogurt, and they make it with lipstick, they make it with like a hat, they will make it with like sunglasses, so you eating a paleta with like a face or bowl, or like it's very cute also. And they have any kind of.
They also have their all this is within the same plaza where Don Frappe is. They have like a food truck, and it's called a pizza cono.
Pizza con.
So they'll sell you a pizza which is in like a cone form.
Like you eating an ice cream.
It's like an ice cream cone, but with like pizza, and everything's like stuffed in there.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
You guys are getting me hungry.
I'm getting hungry myself.
Jeez. What else do you recommend that we eat when we are there? Anything that is unique to that region that they don't have like in other parts of Puerto Rico?
Don Frappe, you can find it on that area, but in San Juan area, you can find something similar, or someone that created something similar to it. Because like I said, they're trying to like, it's a lot of competition, and they try to like make a unique thing that makes you go there. So.
But I do recommend, now that you asked, in the Rincon area, I recommend there's this place called Caplash.
Caplash.
Their specialty is seafood empanadas.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay, so they have crab empanadas, shark empanadas, shrimp, lobster, anything. They also have like regulars, like beef,
pizza,
chicken, but their specialty is seafood.
Seafood.
And they are the best.
Very good.
Con una salsita picante criolla que tienen ahí, you can eat 1,000,000 of them.
Because I have to go with very loose dresses.
Yes.
Yeah. And from Caplash, it's kind of like high up, so you can see the sunset there. Are beautiful.
Now, if you are like drinking and you don't want to drive, where do you recommend people stay so they could walk to places instead of having to drive?
I would say Hobos Isabela. I would say also
La Parguera is also a really good choice for that.
La Parguera?
Yes, the one we talked about before where the boats are. You can stay there and everything is within walking distance as long as you stay close to that area there.
I'm also Aguadilla. If you stay around El Parque Colón, everything's like walking distance or also. And you have the beach, you have the restaurants, you have like the chinchorros.
The clubs at nighttime, you have it all.
Oh, so that may be the spot where I stay.
Yeah.
Just in case.
And that's just on the area. I mean, in San Juan, obviously, pretty much almost anywhere you stay, you can find, bars.
Yeah, but I want to be like more in the less touristy area. So San Juan is probably too touristy, right?
Yeah.
Very.
Yeah. So
it's like going to Santo Domingo. Okay, you have like el área, ¿cómo se llama? El área
el malecón.
No, creo, o donde están como es más español, que tiene las calles de ladrillo.
Se me está escapando el nombre, pero sé cuál es el área, sí.
Pues así, es más like San Juan, yeah.
Okay, ya entiendo.
So, we do go to San Juan, pero...
Sí, el área colonial, eso es lo que dijo, sí.
El área colonial, sí. Así es San Juan, just like that, it's exactly that.
And don't get me wrong, San Juan is a place that anybody that goes to Puerto Rico must visit because there is a lot to see. They have El Morro. It's a pretty historic place. It's beautiful, but you know, when we do, we just drive there, we spend the whole day, and then we just drive back, you know.
Is it cheaper to fly to San Juan or to Aguadilla?
Aguadilla. From Florida, Aguadilla.
I think it depends. From here, from Florida, since there's so many Puerto Ricans, especially like Orlando area, Fort Lauderdale, Miami, you can fly cheap to Aguadilla and to San Juan, to both. But I'm from New York. You probably find cheap to both too. But depending on the location, but if you're far away to a place where probably a lot of people don't fly to Aguadilla, you're probably best off flying to San Juan.
Okay.
Yeah,
and then just rent a car and head to Aguadilla. And
what we have encountered is that for us that we live in Florida, from Fort Lauderdale, it's cheaper to fly for us to Aguadilla, and also car rentals are cheaper in Aguadilla.
Yeah.
So that's something to keep in mind as well. Very, very good. If you guys have any questions about Puerto Rico, this is the time to ask. They are here to give you anything you want to know.
And Puerto Rico has it all. Like in that west part, you have caves, you have rivers, you have beaches, you have boat ride. You in that area of the west part, it's very like tiene mucho que hacer, tiene de todo.
En la isla entera yo creo que hay de todo, pero o sea, es como que no porque no te quedes en San Juan, you're gonna miss on something, sino como que aunque te quedes en el West, aunque sea menos turístico, hay un millón de cosas que hacer que you won't get bored.
Yes. The cave, what's the name of the cave?
The caves are in el pueblo de Arecibo o Camuy. They both like están cerca, Camuy y Arecibo, y ellos comparten las cuevas. La cueva está las cavernas de Camuy, también la cueva de la Ventana, also la cueva del Indio, que está en Isabela. Esas son las cuevas que son más reconocidas. La cueva de la Ventana es bien linda. You go in and it has like they call it a window because it has like a hole and you can see the view and it's spectacular.
Wow.
Yeah, you can't get too close to the thing. I think it's like 1,500 feet drop or something like that. So they don't allow you to get too close to the border because if you fell down,
that's it. Do they charge for people to go visit those caves, or it's just like anybody could go?
There's a charge. I think it's cheap. It's like $5 or $10 for the equipment. They give you like a helmet, and what they do is they take you there. At least in La Cueva de la Ventana, they take you there and then they leave you there, so you can stay there as long as you want. But you're gonna be unsupervised, so you have to make sure that you follow the precautions and the rules and regulations.
Yeah.
But you can like explore and it gives you time to like enjoy it. It's not something that you have to do because another group is coming, you have to rush. No, they give you time to enjoy it and to look at the view, take pictures, and it's enjoyable. Like you're there and you just like with nature and experience nature.
Whenever you're ready to go, you just hike your way back to the entrance on your own, and that's it.
Yeah.
Is it a big hike? Like a beginner could do it?
No, anybody can do it. Anybody can do it. It's pretty set up, for tourists, which are the people that really visit those kind of places. A lot of locals do, but it's mainly tourists.
Yes. Have you been to the Pink Salt Lakes?
En Cabo Rojo, la Salera, las Salinas.
Que son rosadas.
Yes.
¿Y cómo es?
Gorgeous.
Beautiful.
Beautiful.
Can people actually get in, or is just for like the picture?
It's just the picture because they get salt from there.
Can you buy the salt?
There's a shop across the street that you can buy the salt.
Yeah. But I mean, when we were there, there's nobody really supervising the place. There's not an entrance fee or anything. You literally just park your car in the street and you walk in, and then it's got the little like walk path in between, like
the blue and pink,
or whatever. But you can actually just, put your hand in and grab a piece of salt and taste it or whatever.
Yeah.
Well,
we're not supposed to, but we did it.
It's like la tentación.
Yeah.
Y si me cogen, pues nada, yo no soy de aquí.
And it's like pure, like sal pura. So I was tentativa de taste it, porque es como que we have salt, but it's procesada, and you know. So, and you see the crystals, you walk through the path, and you have the blue side and the pink side, and you look around, and it's like crystals everywhere. Like everywhere you look, it's like sparkling, and you like, whoa, it's beautiful.
Does anyone explain to you why one side is blue and why the other one is pink, or no?
Where we saw it, it has like signs.
Yeah, there are some signs of how the process works, but it doesn't really explain why it gets pink or whatever. I don't think it does. I mean, when we went, there was nobody there guarding the place or looking around. It was just people walking around freely on your own. You just gotta keep in mind to be responsible. You know, don't take your shoes off and go walk in there. I mean, you know, just keep it within. And the best pictures, if you have a drone from above, that's where you can really see, like, because you can see the comparison really, really nice from above.
So it is legal to bring drones, because I know there's some countries that have restrictions and things like that. That's good.
You can fly your drone in Puerto Rico.
Very nice. Another thing I need to add to my list.
Carlito says that, I think he's talking about the cave, that is $20 now, and that you cannot stay. I guess that when they have big groups of tourists, then you cannot stay. But if you go in like low season or like slow days, they would like, because we went and it was like 3 of us walking to the cave. And the guy gave us the tour, like explained everything, and he left us and he said, like, you can walk back.
Yes. And
he was ready to go home.
That it was low season. When was it that you went, that it was low season?
I think Puerto Rico, anytime, I mean, it's high season, really high seasons is between July and August are the highest, the busiest months. Because, you know, it's a tropical place. Everybody, you know, kids are on vacation. Everybody wants to go to the beach. So it's pretty, you know, gets pretty busy, and flights get pretty expensive during the summertime.
Yes. I want to go to Puerto Rico for Christmas because yo quiero ir a una parranda y gozármela.
Sí. Yes. Las parrandas en Navidades, yes.
Las parrandas empiezan ya como que desde noviembre, no te creas.
A que a ustedes les gusta celebrar temprano.
Let me tell you something that we went in 2018 that my grandpa passed away. And it was the year after the hurricane. So because of the hurricane, they couldn't celebrate Christmas. So in 2018, they started La Parranda in July because we were there in July and we got to go to a parranda.
Wow, that's good. Yeah. Well, I'm sorry to hearing about your grandpa. But at least you went and you were able to enjoy the country despite the situation. And what is that place that he mentions, Utuado? What is that?
Utuado es un pueblo igual. It's more like no está en la costa. You can there's pueblitos que están más que no están tanto en la costa, and they have una vista espectacular. Tienen also zipline, los pueblitos, hay un pueblito que también se llama Orocovi, que tiene los ziplines y tiene los ziplines más largos del Caribe.
Del Caribe, yeah.
Wow.
O los más rápidos
I think the one that's called the Monster is 1.5 miles long.
What?
Yes.
That's so cool. I like stuff like that.
It's called the Monster.
The Monster.
And the second one is called the Beast, is 1 mile long.
Wow.
En el parque prácticamente you can buy like a package. When we went, we bought a package where you do 8 zip lines. So
Okay.
you start going like 200 yards, a quarter of a mile, half a mile, and then they start taking you to like the pros.
Yes. It's like training you.
Yeah.
Every
And
step of the way.
you do have to do a little bit of hiking between one another. Once you land, you kind of gotta hike a little bit to the next, but it's really fun. And tienen como que unos puentes colgantes y otra cosa así que we weren't fit for that, so we passed.
What do you mean you were fit for that? Like you were scared?
No,
it's a lot of exercise.
Yeah, physical. You have to be like fit, like really prepared.
Like porque son como like de un puente tienes que pasar a otro puente, and they trap you like con unas sogas aquí. So si te caes, la soga te aguanta.
Son puentes colgantes, pero son tablitas, o sea, no es solid, sino que son tablitas y como que, I don't know.
Yeah.
We went for the zip line.
It's better to do the safer things.
Yeah. Wow, zipline safer. Yo estaba en el zipline y I would look down y el río se veía así mínimo, chiquitito. Y yo miraba y yo decía, Dios mío, ¿cómo yo me trepé en esta cosa?
Agarrando esa soga como si fuera tu vida.
No, porque te tiran como de acostada.
¿Qué?
Well, the first one, the little ones, you go sitting down, and then the big ones, you go like Superman style. Like you go facing down and vas acostado. Literally, like I think it gets like 60, 70 miles an hour. Like it's great. The one that we did the beast, and we literally like went through the clouds and everything.
Yeah.
It's pretty high up there.
Wow. And then how do you come back down? Do you have to like hike down, or there is one of the zip lining?
Once you get to the last one, then they have a truck there that takes you back to where
okay.
guest center or whatever they call it.
Mm-hmm. So you're just going up, and then the trucks.
When we did it, it was sunny from where we departure, and when we arrived, it was like cloudy and it was raining.
Okay.
So it was pretty cool that we were in a sunny part, and when we went, like we land, it was like raining.
Yes, but was the temperature still warm, or do you need a jacket once you get up there?
It's warm.
Okay.
Hot.
Hot. Not warm. Hot.
El Caribe.
Ay, Dios mío. Bueno, si tienen alguna pregunta, chicos, por favor, hagan las preguntas ahora. Lo pueden poner en el chat o abajo, porque estamos aquí.
Y esos pueblitos del centro, ¿verdad? Tienen una vista bellísima, 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 bellísima. You can find Airbnbs very like cheap, and you can stay en un pueblito de eso, y it's just like the view and the air, everything. Es como Jarabacoa.
Sí.
So yeah, it's very like refreshing also.
Very,
y los
very
festivales, like muchos de estos pueblos, they have festivales like in different months. So a veces tienes un festival en Rincón, a veces tienes un festival en Las Marías. El de Las Marías es en junio. Creo que es como por mayo, junio, que hacen el festival de la China en Las Marías. La China es la naranja.
Oh.
So,
si vas a Puerto Rico, no pidas un jugo de naranja, que no van a saber lo que es. Tienes que pedir jugo de China.
De China.
Ya yo sé, entonces.
No, sí saben, pero ellos le dicen jugo de China. Ellos dicen China a la naranja.
Sí.
Y si vas a estos festivales, like these festivals.
A mí me costó aprender todas esas palabras.
Yeah.
O sea, la gente habla mayormente español, no hablan inglés allá.
Hablan inglés, pero el lenguaje pues, que más se utiliza es el español.
Okay.
Yeah. Sí, el lenguaje que predomina allí es el español, pero aunque no lo creas, mucha gente, la mayoría especialmente los jóvenes, hablan mucho inglés y es porque los aprenden en la escuela, ¿me entiendes? Y les gusta aprender inglés, no sé por qué, y lo hablan muy bien, hay mucha gente que lo hablan bien.
Y los niños si saben que tú eres de Estados Unidos, ¿sabes? Intentan hablar en inglés.
Para practicar ellos.
Ah, qué bien, qué bien. Bueno.
Y Y estos festivales, ¿verdad? ¿Sabes? En estos festivales hay muchos puestos de comida y ellos se reconocen los festivales por alguna cosa. So, el festival de la China es por la China y hacen todo de la China. So they will make you flan from China, they will make you biscuit, like cake de China, they will make you anything de China.
Todo de China.
Todo helado de China. Sí.
That sounds delicious. Have you attended any festivals?
We have.
Yeah, we have attended de la China, we've been there twice.
Okay.
El de la ballena, porque tienen un festival de la ballena, bueno, tenían un festival de la ballena en Rincón antes y tú podías, era un festival y podías ver las ballenas pasar.
Oh, yo pensaba que ibas a decir que el festival era de las ballenas y que también hacían todo de las ballenas.
¿Cómo fue? Perdón.
Que también hacían todo de las ballenas.
No.
Yo he probado ballena. So, por eso pensaba, oh.
¿Tú has probado?
Sí, en Iceland.
Oh, sí. ¿Y cómo sabes?
Not good.
No. Oh.
Pero I like to try everything just to say, oh, I like it or I don't like it. And
exactly.
it was, not too good. It's very red, like meat, and weird.
Oh.
Las empanadillas de tiburón en Rincón son bien buenas. A mí me encantan.
Yeah. Also, maybe I will try it like that because I tried fermented shark. It was not good. It was the ammonia was too strong.
Oh, okay.
So maybe if it's in empanada and cooked already, like maybe tastes different.
Mm-hmm.
So let me write this down. Empanada
de tiburón.
Y de buey, la de buey es buena también.
Buey.
El buey es el cangrejo.
¿El buey es el cangrejo? ¿Qué?
Ellos le dicen buey o algo así.
Cuelles.
Bueyes.
Oh, cuelles. Pensé que jueyes. Pensé que había dicho bueyes y dije, pero bueno.
Dice Carlito que si no es un Chinese fest.
Sí.
Están las chinas así allí, Carlito. Te puedes ir a buscar una china allí.
Can you imagine? Yes. Bueno, pues si no tienen ninguna pregunta, los chicos, ¿tienen algunas preguntas? Sí.
Tienen que visitar Puerto Rico.
Claro que sí, si quieren ir en julio, ¿me dijiste?
Sí.
Contáctenlos a ellos.
9 al 15.
De 9 al 15. Vamos
de 9 al 15 de julio, Travel with Jill. Contáctenlos a ellos. Y sí, si le quieren hacer preguntas, le pueden mandar un DM a ella también.
Si están en Puerto Rico, escríbanos y pues ya una vez que escojamos el lugar donde nos vamos a reunir varios viajeros, podemos mandar la location para encontrarnos. No es solo para viajeros, sino cualquier persona, pues, tú sabes, seguidores que nos sigan a nosotros, Carlito, o la gente que va a viajar, pues reunirnos y armar una fiesta ahí. Pero social distancing, ¿ok?
Yeah.
Y wear a mask. Si no, no te vamos a dejar entrar a la casa.
Ese es el detalle.
Dice Carlito, Vanessa, apúntate.
Yo quiero ir.
El fin de semana nada más. Vamos.
Yo me aloco.
Es el fin de semana nada más. Y los tickets están baratos, hay que aprovecharlo.
Voy a chequear y yo les dejo saber entonces.
Sí.
Bueno, muchísimas gracias por estar aquí, chicos. De verdad que gracias por decir que sí y darnos toda esta información sobre Puerto Rico. Y muy agradecida de que sean parte de nuestra plataforma, que queremos unir a todos los latinos en un lugar. Y tú sabes, gracias.
Gracias a ti.
Sí, gracias por la invitación, gracias por tenernos aquí en tu plataforma y nada, contento de poder compartir y motivar a la gente a que viaje, no solo a Puerto Rico, a todos los lados del mundo, conozcan.
Exacto. Bueno, pues pasen un buen día, chicos.
Gracias.
Y
igual.
hablamos.
Un placer. Chao.